Hello, everybody. Uh-oh. I don't know why that's like that. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Saturday coaching call. This is the coaching call that we do for the Video Geek Squad channel. And shout out to all of you that are joining us this morning. Good morning, Carrie. Good morning. Let me go ahead and uh, get my headphones on here. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Saturday coaching call. Welcome, welcome. Let me go ahead and get some folks here. Um, if you are new to the Video Geek Squad channel or the Saturday coaching call, let me just introduce you again to the Video Geek Squad. This is a coaching call that is supported by the Video Geek Squad in the Digital Learn community. This is a community that sets every Saturday to speak about something in our digital business. We're learning, we're growing, we're building our businesses, and this is nothing different than we have done before. If you're unfamiliar with this coaching call, this is all supported by the Video Geek Squad YouTube channel as well as the Video Geek Squad website. Okay. So if you're familiar with the Video Geek Squad YouTube channel, which is where you're probably finding this video, we also have the Video Geek Squad website, and that website is how you are able to become a part of this community, and you're able to support this community, etc., etc. So let me just share a couple of things with you and bring this up for you. Just so that you can see, all of this is supported by the Video Geek Squad community here. Let me just make sure that I got everything there. There we go. And so this is the website that supports this channel, and all of our uh, our coaching sessions, as I would say. So you can find all of that information on our website. We have some coaching classes. We're going to have a place for all of our live webinar replays. And just so that you understand, you will actually be able to purchase some of the individual classes and courses that we have here. But if you would like to become a part of the Digital Learn Academy as well as the Video Geek Squad, we do have memberships that you can participate in. It's a monthly membership of only $20. That's what allows us to afford to do these classes and to do these classes for free, as well as our YouTube Roundtable. Our YouTube Roundtable is specifically for our YouTube coaching. We actually meet a little bit later in the afternoon, and we actually do coaching specifically for YouTube and to help individuals with their YouTube business. Okay. Now, this week, I normally do what's called a hybrid webinar. That's where I normally will introduce the video, talk to you like I'm doing now. Then we normally have a recording that we play of the lesson portion of our webinar. And then we come back at the end to answer any questions or concerns that you might have. And so what I decided to do this week, though, I wanted to go into this subject a little bit more because I've talked to the Digital Learn community about social media marketing and marketing their businesses before. And so I just wanted to make sure that that we talked about that and I was able to get through it. But if you're interested in becoming a Video Geek Squad monthly member, you can join from this website. And once you join from this website, you'll get access to all of the private blogs, posts that we have here. It will actually open up all of that. And it depends on the level that you are on as far as what you'll have access to. But all of that information will be on this website for you. Okay. And so you want to definitely make sure that you do that and you get access to all of that. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and let me stop sharing this. What we're going to talk about today, of course, I'm going to do a little bit more teaching on social media marketing and marketing your social media business. And I wanted to go over this again today because, first of all, I keep running into people, whether online, and in just in business in general. And I keep running into certain individuals, and they're telling me that they're struggling with promoting their businesses or promoting their products using social media. And so what I wanted to do today was to give you guys a sort of a blueprint and give you guys an opportunity to learn a tool that I've used to sort of bring back my Facebook account and to bring my account really to doing pretty good on a decent level. And I want to share with you guys what this has done for my channel and what it is doing for my channel. And I want you guys to actually have access to it. Okay. And so we're going to do a teaching today on that. But let me first of all welcome Carrie to the platform. Hello, Carrie. How are you? If you can hear me.
I can hear you. Thank you. Yeah.
Well, all right. I'm
Gotcha.
glad you're
Yeah. There
here.
we go.
I know you've had a couple of very busy weekend with the Mother's Day weekend, and I know we're going to have to get caught up on your channel. So hopefully next week you will be ready. We're going to go through for the YouTube roundtable. We're going to actually go through Carrie's channel, and we're going to kind of take a deep dive into that as well. Now, just so you know, Carrie, we're going to kind of do two things for YouTube next week. You're going to be on the YouTube roundtable, but I think I'm also going to go through a VidTechie tutorial as well and kind of give a 2026 update of the VidTechie platform. And so that's sort of the plan that I have planned for that. But in the meantime, I want to make sure that everybody is able to get it and they're able to take advantage of that. And so that's where I'm at with that. But it normally we should be going live here in a second on YouTube as well for this particular tutorial. So we should be live here in a second here in regards to that as well. So that's what we're working on. All right. And I may, and for some odd reason, I think it's on a delay for, even though we start here on time, I think on the YouTube, it actually delays it a little bit. So which is fine. I don't mind that. But anyway, so let's get into it today. I'm going to cover a couple of things. Let me just go over what I'm going to cover, Carrie, in this. And I'm going to take it from a different aspect this week, Carrie. We're going to talk about how to manage all of your social media accounts in one place. We're going to talk about how to plan and schedule your content so you're always ahead of the game. We're also going to talk about how to use the unified inbox to respond faster and to stay focused on your social media and in your workday. Because when you're a solo entrepreneur, a lot of times what ends up happening, Carrie, I don't know about you, but if you log on to social media, it is like a pit. You're just literally stuck on there reading comments, responding to comments, et cetera, et cetera. And so I'm going to share with everybody what they can actually do to stay ahead of that. We're also going to talk about how to track keywords, mentions, and your competitors. We're going to talk about how to read the analytics and how to actually help yourself make better decisions as far as what you're doing. And then we're going to talk about how to build a social media workflow that you can repeat every single week. That's pretty simple. Now, I've already gone over this with you, Carrie, so this is sort of somewhat of a repeat for you, and the rest of the team. But this is going to give you guys an opportunity to come right in and to join right in. All right, so here we go. All right, so I don't know when the what's going on with the YouTube portion. But we'll press our way through because I can always just upload the video to YouTube anyway. All right, so here we go. So let me talk a little bit about my experience with my social media account. A year about in 2005. Let me pull this up so I can show you guys so you can actually see. Let me just show you, and I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Let me share my screen. I'm just going to do the whole window here. Let's do the window. I want to do the window. All right. As you can see here, guys, this was my social media platform. Now, I know many people use various different programs for their social media, but I'm going to talk to you guys today about Radaar. And Radaar is probably one of the best social media tools that I've been able to find to sort of help me manage everything. I think everything is in this tool, and that's one of the reasons why I absolutely love this tool. And I'm going to get into some who, what, when, and where, and why with this tool. But in just to start us off today, I want us to understand and get an understanding of the tool. Okay, so this is a tool that you can manage all of your social media in one place. Now, back in 2005, you guys can see I was sparingly making social media posts on a social media page that I currently own. Now, if you go to, like, let's say November of 2025, you can see I made one post. If you look at December 2025, I made two posts. I really wasn't concentrating on my Facebook pages at all, really. Okay. Now, I had grown my Facebook pages to do very well, but it wasn't something that I was interested in really focusing on every day, because I thought with all of the tasks that I have with making videos and building my brand on social media, I just thought it was just going to be too difficult for me to, to just really sort of focus in on that. But I made a decision in January of 2026 that I said I was really going to focus on bringing all of my social media into one place and really housing it and managing it well. One of the things that I want to show you and I want to teach you in this class here today is that you can literally spend about 30 minutes a day managing all of your social media. Now, if as far as responding to comments, of course, comments may take you a little bit of a longer period of time, but I'll get into that as well, maybe at the tail end if you have a question or two. But I wanted to bring it into one place. So I've had Radar. Radar was one of these offers that was available on the AppSumo platform at a lifetime deal at one particular point. But what I did was I kept this program, and I think I did a really good tier on this particular program. And I want to share with you all how I was able to take this, my plain Facebook pages, and I was able to revamp them, okay, and just explode my pages to where they were actually, and they are actually paying me some money. Now, of course, at this particular point, it's not a significant amount of money, but I'm able to make money from the pages, okay, and I make money from my other pages through affiliate commissions and things of that nature. But the bottom line is I want to show you a system today, and I want to show you guys a way that you can actually promote your offers, promote what you're doing, and build your YouTube channel, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's the whole plan here, and that's the plan to get you in that mode. Okay, all right. So if you can see, December 2025, I had nothing going on, and then in January 2026, you see everything sort of turns green. Here's why: because I made a concerted effort starting in January 2026 to make sure that I was posting primarily on my Facebook page every single day, right? And I started putting together a time frame of the post. Okay, the one thing I love about Radar is Radar has everything that's all included in here, so that you can post, you can set times for posts, you can do just about anything that you could do with a social media poster. But this is a social media poster on steroids, and I'm going to show you why it's on steroids here shortly. But you can actually set a time. I normally post between a certain times of the day, and it will tell you based upon your audience when is the best time to post. So if you see at the top here, you'll see 12 o'clock is mentioned. It says the best time to post, and every day there's a different time because it's basing it on your particular metrics of your particular pages. So it's going to read the data from Facebook, and it's going to tell you when is the best time for you to post on your Facebook pages and what's going to garner you the best response on your pages. Okay, and so that's going to give you the best idea, okay, as far as that's concerned. So I wanted to give you guys this so that you could understand that's why. And so I started posting on the pages, and I started making sure. Now, from here, I could post on Facebook, I could post on Instagram, I could post on TikTok, Blue Sky, you name it, I can post on it. Okay. And so I started posting on all of my social media. Okay. And so that's happened in January. And then you have February. I'm just trying to show you the consistency of what I'm doing. Right. So this literally takes me about maybe 10, 15 minutes every day to do my posts. Right. And then now you've got February, you've got March. All right. Then you have April, And I think I passed April. There we go. All right. Posting almost every single day. Okay. And then you have what you have May, which is, I'm sorry, just going to skip right on over May again. All right, let's go. We're going to go to May. All right, and today is May the 16th. And you can see I've already got posts scheduled for the 17th because normally I don't work on Saturdays and Sundays. So I'll preemptively put the post in for Saturday and Sunday, and I'll normally do those on Friday. Okay. So I just wanted to show you this so that you could see it. Okay. So the point I want to make in this is how to manage all of your social media in this section in one place. Okay. So what you have in here is you have what's called a social. Well, before I get to the social inbox, let's go here for a second. This is your dashboard or your overview. Okay. This this is where you're going to come to see what's going on in your social media. This is going to pretty much tell you all of the conversations that you're having. If you are monitoring tagging of your name on any of the other social media platforms, you can monitor that from here. Okay, so it'll monitor if somebody tags you in something. And one of the most frustrating things that I find is that when somebody tags me a lot of times in all of these multiple places, I'll log on to my social media and I've got to go to a million places to see all of these tags. Well, you can actually monitor those tags right within Radaar, and it's a really, really, really good program for that. Okay, you can also see all of your upcoming posts. So if you've got any upcoming posts, it will actually list your upcoming posts. Now, something that I've also come to really enjoy is the social media news and trends. This will give you all of the social media trends. These are some of the most sought after websites that will actually give you the trends and the things that are going on around social media. Okay, so I mean, they will give you the Google blog, Think with Google, the Facebook blog. They will give you Instagram news, LinkedIn blog, YouTube blog, Twitter blog, all of the social media blogs that are major in social media, so you can keep up with the trends that are coming up in social media. So when it comes to social media marketing, and here's how I want you to think about this. You're able to log into one central place and you're able to get a lot of information concerning social media. So I don't have to go to a million places looking on what's going on and what's happening in social media. I can actually get all of that information from one place. Okay. And so you can actually pull that up and here, and you have all sorts of things here. You can go here. There's a quick tab for your analytics. You can discover all sorts of things. If you had a team, you could go to your password manager. This is also a URL shortener. So if you wanted to come in here and to shorten the URL that was too long, they have a URL shortener that's built in, as well as some landing pages. You can actually build landing pages right within this social media tool. So if you're looking to sell a certain product or you need a quick landing page, you can actually build a landing page right within this particular product. And they also give you some stock pictures and stuff that you can use. And I'm going to go over every one of these, but I just wanted to first of all focus that this is a place that you can come for all of your social media marketing. So getting here is where you're going to start your day doing your social media marketing. Now you're going to also have your social inbox. Okay. Now this is going to bring all of your messages, all of your comments, everything into one centralized location. So all of your Instagram messages, all of your TikTok messages, everything, YouTube comments, everything's going to be located in this one email box. Okay. So you're not going to have to go out to Instagram. You're not going to have to go out to any of those places. You can actually do that. Now, as you can see here, it says inbox here, and you can look for the stuff that's waiting for a reply. You can mute certain things on here, or you can delete certain things and look for certain things that are deleted. Now you can see here, you can actually bring in SMS messages in here. You can also bring in comments and so forth. So if you see here, and you can click on comments and it'll say no records yet. And that's because we're going to need to select a channel here. And let's go ahead and select a channel here. Okay, so we don't have any comments for that because I've been really good on that. All right. So let's see here. So let's come down here. Let's see here. There we go. All right. Let me see. Waiting. Because I'm pretty good on clearing out my box. So all of this stuff that's normally not important. Let's look for not important. Okay. So most of my stuff is all answered because I do a really good job at answering my stuff. Um, all right. So that's pretty good. So I don't have to deal with any of that. All right. So that's that. So I'm going to clear this out because there really isn't any messages for me, really, because most of my stuff I've cleared out. And I'll show you, I use various different things here, but I normally keep it all clear. Let's get rid of that. All right. And so now you've got your inbox and it's got everything in here. So it'll list everything. All right. Now I'm going to go in here, and what I'm going to show you guys really quickly here is this is your conversations, but you can also save these individuals as contacts. So if somebody comes inside of here and you're looking for maybe like a CRM or something, you could click this and it will actually create a contact for the person. So you can put in their email address, phone number, company address, URL, and all of that information. Now, if they've already got their picture here, it already brings in their photograph as well. So if they've sent you a message, you can actually store them as an actual contact. Okay. And so if you have any sort of messages or anything like that, you can actually do that all in here. So it's really, really cool. All right. So now I want to show you also, you can monitor all of your social media here, and you can list everything out because you can see here it says YouTube, and then you have Instagram, and you have all of those as options as well. Now I'm not going to go through this anymore because the same thing that you see here, excuse me, for monitoring is the same thing that you're going to see in your social inbox. Okay. Now what I want to screen over to is the analytics portion of this. Now, this is my TikTok analytics. You can actually come and see how many posts you have, how many followers you have, how many people that are following. So you actually can get real-time data, okay? You can have how many posts that you've done, okay? How many photo posts and so forth, all right? So all of that information is here. Now, the good news is you don't have to log into TikTok to see the post. You can actually see the post from here, all right? And for the most part, it's going to give you the posts that got the most views, or, it's going to tell you which ones were viewed the most and which ones are clicking on the most, etc., etc. So it'll show you all your posts. You could click here if you wanted to take a look at it and get more specific with the posts. It'll give you some more data about the views as well. So all of this stuff is located in one particular place. And this is why I love this, okay? You can even look for engagement to see which one of the posts and how the posts are being engaged with. And this is really, really cool that you can see this as well. So I'm just talking about bringing everything into one place, okay? All right. So that's the one thing. So I want you guys to see that. Also, here's another thing that you can do. You can look and you can bring in your Instagram, your Facebook, and so forth in here as well. And you can bring the data in here, but I just brought this in here for Facebook so that way you could see what it looks like, but you could bring each one in here and you can assign that. Now you also have a password manager in case you had someone who's managing all your social media. You can assign that to a specific person, and you can have multiple people working on it. Now this is one of my favorite tools inside of here is the URL shortener, the landing page. You can do quick replies, which means you can type replies. So you can create a reply so you don't have to keep repeating the same stuff over and over again. If you get something quite often, all you have to do is make a quick reply and you can save it in here and it'll just respond to the comments. All right. And you also have a stock library of photos that you could use. You could just come in here and type whatever you want to look for. And let's say you wanted to do a post, let's say a business meeting, right? And you click on that and you have several different options that you can use here. You can use a Pixabay, Tenor, all these other places as well to come up with those photos. And these are free for you to use. They're not copywritten, so you can use any of the stuff that you find in here, okay? All right, then you have your settings and so forth and so on. All right, now what do I want to tell you right now? I want to go in here and I want to show you something also called the content pool. Let's say, for instance, you wanted to set up some social media posts, but you didn't want to post them yet. You can create that in what's called a content pool. So you can design your social media posts, put them all in here, and you can actually store them in what's called a content pool. Now, my favorite tool is to use something called the streams. This is how I'm able to go into all my social media without going into all my social media. Okay. Because I'm able to bring my Facebook page here. I'm able to bring my TikTok here because it'll show you all the posts that you've made on TikTok. I'm able to bring my YouTube channel in here as well. And you guys can also see, if I can scroll over there, you've got my Instagram as well as my Blue Sky. Now you can add additional social media sources by clicking add source. But for the sake of this, this is how you're able to go and not get into the, I can say, I call it the rabbit hole. I mean, you can literally get into a rabbit hole going into your social media. And so that's one of the things that I would definitely say as far as that's concerned. You can get into a rabbit hole. All right. And so let me share with you another thing that I love here. All right, this is my favorite tool that I use every single day because this is what helps me make posts faster. Okay, so we're going to move into how to plan and schedule content so you're always ahead, right? All right, so, and I went over with you the unified inbox for faster responding. This is your social media inbox. This is how you're going to respond faster to all of your text messages, comments, and all that stuff. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm covering all my bases here. And now, before I get into how to schedule your content, let me also show you quickly how to track the keywords. When you're monitoring certain things, you can monitor stuff from here. Okay. So you can go in here and you can create a new query. And what you would do is you would put in the keyword that you're monitoring for and the channels that you want to monitor, and it will actually monitor when that keyword is used. Like if it's your, let's say for instance, it's your hashtag or a certain hashtag or certain something for you that is for your specific channel. You can actually put that keyword here and save it. And anytime it is used across social media, it will actually come up for you here. And that's another neat little tool that you can use there. So that's how you're able to monitor if you're being mentioned and so forth throughout the whole social media. Okay. All right. Now, the bottom line, as far as the analytics of your stuff, this is how you're able to read all of your analytics. You just come in here, you look at it, you see how many followers you have. This is sort of self-explanatory. But when you come down here, it'll tell you how many views it got, how much engagement it received, how many likes you got. So instead of going into that social media tool, you can actually come in here and look at it. Now, this is for TikTok. So let's go over to the Facebook. Now, Facebook, because they've changed somewhat of their data, it's a little bit harder to see on the Facebook side, but it will tell you how many posts you've had, how many impressions you've had. So they're still giving you a little bit of data. They're giving you the data on how many people have subscribed to your channel. So how many subscribers you've gained and how many subscribers you've lost. So they're giving you a little bit more data. But even if you refresh, because Facebook and some of these social media platforms are changing their algorithm all of the time, it makes it a little bit difficult for some of this stuff. Okay. So you can go into Instagram, you can go into all of this stuff. Now, if the data is available, it will pull the data for you. So that way you'll have the data if it is available. Okay. And if you don't have enough data, it won't pull the data for you. As you can see here, mine doesn't have don't have enough data for that. All right. But most of the platforms, it'll try to pull something for you. So that way you'll have it. But that's when it comes to your analytics. So hopefully that makes sense as far as that's concerned. Now, we're going to go over the two more things here, and then I'm going to let you guys go on this one. We're going to talk about how to plan and schedule content so you're always ahead, and how to build a simple social media workflow that you can repeat over and over. Now, remember, I started off this office hours by talking about how my pages weren't doing very well. And it was because I really wasn't posting anything. Now, some of you have certain blogs, you have certain websites that you go to every day that you support and that you go to pull information. I want to share with you guys when I can get over there. Okay, here we go. Let me see here. And I know it's in my utilities. I'm going to share with you some RSS feeds here. This is a great way for you to bring in all of your social media and all of the blogs and all of the places that you're going to on a regular basis to find things to talk about and to post about in your social media. Okay. This is a great way for you to do that. All right. Now, here's how you're going to do that. You're going to actually bring in all of your RSS feeds. This is to the Atlanta Black Star. This is to the Jasmine brand. This is to another website. I think it's called Love B. Scott. This is to the Roy's Report. I actually bring in the RSS feed from my own Facebook page. I've got a Facebook page that I monitor with all of my reviews. So I bring that in here and another page. So you can bring in all of your RSS feeds in here as well. Now, if you like a post or you like something and you want to talk about it, you would normally have to go outside and create something or create another post for this. Well, the great news about this is all you have to do is hit the button and say publish now, and it's going to go ahead and bring in all of the data from that particular post. Now, I don't particularly recommend doing it this way, me per se, because I think that this post is way too long and it's not as pretty, right? So normally what I will do is I will right click on it, and I don't know, you guys can't see my right click. I'll right click on the arrow here that you guys see where it says publish now, or you can visit the website, or you can right click on the visit website, and I'll come back to the AI post generator, and then I will post that link inside of the AI post generator. Now this is hooked up to my Open AI key. Now, if you're in the Video Geek Squad website or you're a member, I'm going to show you guys some additional videos on how to bring your key in here as well. So it makes it really easy, and it will go ahead and create the post for me. So all I have to do is hit publish. Now watch this, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to bring in the photograph. It's going to ask me what date do I want to publish this on and what time I want to publish it on. Okay. Now watch this. Then it's going to ask me what channels or brands do I want to post this to. Now I've set up some different brands. Now I have one brand that goes to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And then I have another one that's just for Facebook, Blue Sky, and Instagram, so it doesn't go to TikTok. And so you'll choose, or you'll create a brand as far as where you want this stuff to go, so it doesn't go to the wrong place. Okay. And typically what I will do is I'll post here, and if you come down here, it will have the hashtags and a brief excerpt of what the article is about. Now, here's a great thing about Radaar. You can actually click the comment, and you can actually just put the link to the article within the first comment here, and it's already done. So you're doing everything in one post. So you don't have to go into Facebook, or you don't have to go back into Facebook and actually do that for yourself. I mean, you don't have to do it. It's an amazing tool, and you can do a photograph, you can do a video. This thing will actually put in all of your videos. You can do a carousel, you can link to a post, you can just have a simple text post, you can do a story, Instagram story. All of that stuff can be done right from within this software. You can even do a Facebook reel, which is now what I do a lot of now. Is I'm starting to do more Facebook reels and so forth. So all of that stuff can go here, and you just simply publish it, and it'll publish it wherever you want it to go. Okay. So that's the key there. So let's just go ahead and I'll publish this now. So you'll hit publish. It's going to upload, and it's very, very quick. As you can see, it's going to go very, very fast. It's going to publish it. And then we're going to be able to see on our publishing, on our scheduler. Today is the 16th, and you can see this little blue thing going on here. This is letting me know that it's publishing it right now. Okay. And so that's how that works. Now, if you see anything that's red here, that's letting you know that it ran into a problem, but you can always come over here and address the problem because it'll be in red and it'll tell you. And you'll also get a notification. Let me go up here. You'll also get a notification down here letting you know that the post wasn't able to post. So if you come here and you're looking for any notifications, it'll tell you right here as well. So it's an all around tool. Okay. Now let's talk about how you can actually build your social media posting so you can literally do that on a regular basis. Now, as I said, one of the best ways of doing that, let's open this up, is to actually bring in your feeds, your RSS feeds. So wherever your blogs are, you can bring those in. So all you have to do every day, instead of going to all of your favorite blogs and all of your favorite places all around social media, you can bring that into this tool, and this tool will actually bring in all of the articles for you. So you're no longer going out and looking for articles, or you're not going out to find news. The news is actually coming to you. This is one of the ways that I have found the best ways to look for stuff and to be able to find stuff. And I just normally bring it right on into my RSS feeds, and I bring that in so that I can always have something to talk about if you're doing trending topics or things like that, and you can always bring that over here. Okay. And so that's kind of my little tip for you as far as doing that. Now what I normally do is I will come here and I will find me my first couple of posts for the day, and I will post those in and I will schedule those in. So let's take a look at what I mean. So I will find some posts that I'm interested in. This was a post on, let's see, I want to view the post. This was a post about Dolly Parton is doing better in her health. And so I found this post and I put the post in and I scheduled the post. So, and I scheduled that post, then I made another post and another one and another one. Okay. So when we talk about these posts, this is how you're able to do that. And I was able to pull all of this stuff from those RSS feeds that I already have in place. Okay. And so you can pull the RSS feeds, and then that's how you're able to consistently post. And it normally takes me about 15 minutes to do this. So I don't normally have to go any further than the 15 minutes a day to make all of these posts. And so that's how you're able to do that. Okay. And there's so many other things that you can do inside, but I wanted to show you guys this. Now let's talk about pricing of Radaar, because I'm going to put a link for you down in the description for you down below. This is actually a pretty decent priced product. Now they're recommending you go with the professional brand, the option. Okay, because you have a monthly option or you have a yearly option. If you pay for it yearly, it's $20 a month. And if you do it monthly, it's only 29 bucks, right? Because they're giving you a discount. And I'll have a link down in the description below. But what I wanted to show you here is when you're dealing with the professional brand, you're able to include up to 12 social media profiles. Okay. So that includes your Instagram, your TikToks, your Facebooks, your Blue Skies, all that's in here. And it's going to tell you how many users you can have. Now, the only thing that you're limited to in this is your custom reports board and your automated reporting and the presentation generator. Now, you said, what's the presentation generator? Let me see if I can go find the presentation generator again. I think it's under, is it under the analytics? Yes. Where? Oh, there we go. Duh. All right, let me find it. Here's your presentation generator. Okay, you would click on that and it's going to generate a presentation. You can export this and you can have it to be analyzed with AI, etc., and so forth. So you can analyze it, and it's going to generate you a presentation of all of your data, and so that you can see it. So that's the only thing, one of the only things that you're not going to have inside of that. But to be honest with you guys, as long as you can share and export it, you can take it out of this and you can put that in Chat GPT and it'll do the same thing for you. I'm just saying. But it should be able to, give you the same thing. But you pretty much are getting every single thing else that's included only for 29 bucks. So and this is well worth it, because most social media tools do not allow you to bring in all of your RSS feeds, your inbox. They're not allowing you to bring all of those things inside of this tool. So that's what I love about it, and I think it's pretty cool as far as that's concerned. So I love that about this particular tool. Now, Carrie, I know I probably went a little faster than I normally would go, but did you have any questions about what I said or anything as far as that's concerned?
Yeah, no. What I'm really appreciating is, as you said, the having a one-stop shop place
Hmm.
to get all that. Being a one-person solopreneur, preneur, I guess. I don't know.
Right,
It makes it so difficult to wear all the hats and still have a life
right,
and be able to get, um, because you care about the comments
right.
on so many levels. But I think the RSS feeds, that was pretty amazing, as far as how to research and find information that you can post. I'm trying to get back into social media, so
Yeah.
I'm playing around with it, but I want to get more serious. So this is good to
Well,
see you.
I think that RSS feeds is, to me, is worth its money in gold here. Now, let me tell you something that I'm also going to be getting into, and we're going to talk about this in the Video Geek Squad community, in the digital learn community. Actually, building out workflows to do this stuff for you automatically. It's actually included here. Okay, you can actually start to build a content, your content pool and all of that stuff automatically for yourself. I see you there, David. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and bring David on. David, you don't necessarily have to come on camera, but that way we'll have you here, because I know David says that he uses Akoya, and we're going to be using we're going to be doing a lesson on Akoya as well. So I'll be giving you guys a rundown on Akoya. For those of you that have Akoya, you guys will be able to use that as well. So you guys will have that. All right, David. So you can ask me your question or anything that you need to ask me. Hello, sir. It's good to see you. I can't hear you just yet, but I know David said he's using Akoya. I also, you guys know, I review all of these things for you guys, so I have them.
Well, and that's why I like it. I like working with you, is because you are so diverse. You know so many platforms, and um, if I have a question of should I get this deal, you can quickly get into it and go, yeah, or this is a better deal for you, or whatever.
Right.
It's been nice to have you in my pocket for those types of things.
And I appreciate that, Carrie. David, did you get your mic working yet? I can't hear you. We can't hear you. We love seeing your face, David, but we can't hear you. I don't know what's going on. No, I can't hear you. We're going to wait on David to work that out. But as I was saying here, Carrie, you're actually going to be able to bring in your your stuff in here, and you're going to be able to create a content pool. You create a trigger. What you're going to do is you're going to create a content pool, discover something, an AI assistant. You can pull it from an RSS feed. I mean, this thing is amazing, and I cannot wait. Or you could do it. Try this, Carrie, from an incoming webhook. Oh my God, a webhook. Now I know people are like, "What in the heck is that?" Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into a lesson later where we're gonna talk about webhooks and automating all of this stuff, because I know that's like a
We need that. I need that. I've got a webhook platform, and do I know how to use it? Not so
right.
much.
Right. David, do you want to go out and come back in maybe and try that? He said I can't. Well, David, down on the bottom, it says say something. Okay. It's your microphone, David. I don't know what browser are you on? Are you on a Chrome browser or on another type of browser. It says Mike is unmuted Chrome. Well, I'm going to tell you something. This happened to me last week, Carrie. I don't know if it was the week before last. My video wouldn't come on, David, because I had another tab open that uses my camera and my mic. And if that's done, the AirMeet won't read your camera and your microphone. So that happened to me last week.
You
So
figured it out.
yeah.
Oh, maybe there.
And you may have to refresh the browser if that was the case, because it won't read it. He's still trying to figure it out, I think, Carrie. Yeah, he's going to go out and come back in. Okay.
Okay. Well,
All right.
so there's a workflow.
Yes, you can
And
actually use webhooks for this. And that was another thing that I really liked. And because I'm automating everything now, Carrie. And so, but for the social media posting, you guys, for those of you that are posting on social media, you should only be spending about 15 minutes a day doing this. Just like I just showed you guys with the AI post generator. You're going to go there, put in the link, generate the post. It only takes you maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes max to generate 3 posts to post on your social media every day. Now, I'll be honest, you guys, it brought my Facebook page back to life, and I'm able to make, roughly about 30, 35 bucks, 40 bucks a month, but it's still 40 bucks a month on a page that was dead, right? So, I mean, hey, it's worth it. It'll pay for something. That's the whole idea. And
well, it's just encouraging to know that it's some kind of recognition that it's giving you some traction, where
absolutely,
if you're not getting anything, you start questioning even trying anymore. So I think it's
absolutely,
important to have some indicator, and most of us are motivated with a little bit of cash, because at least, like you said, it'll pay for something, a cup of coffee
absolutely,
or something.
absolutely. All right, let's see if well, I don't know what's going on with David there, but he was there. I'm going to move him to the backstage here. All right, well, and hopefully that is able to help somebody. If you need further lessons or you have further questions about it, the best way for you to figure out some of this stuff is to come over and join the Video Geek Squad. Join the membership. It's only $20 a month. It gets you access to all of our replays. You can come into the community, ask me all the questions, and we're inside of our actual community, and we can actually talk with you, chat with you on any questions that you have in regards to your digital business. So, and this is the website that you want to go to, videogeeksquad.com. It'll be down in the comments down below for you, so that way you guys can do that and you can ask me any questions that you want. Now, David, if you have questions for me, you can come over into the community and ask me the questions, because obviously you're having a tough day with your camera and your mic. So just make sure you come over in the community, because I'm still here and you guys can ask me any questions. Now, as I said before, you guys, this community is fully supported by our Video Geek Squad membership in the Digital Learn Academy. So what you need to do, if you want to come up and ask questions, have all your questions answered, and become a part of the community, just make sure that you go here, click on the membership, join the membership, so that way you can ask questions, see all of the private posts, and a lot of that stuff we'll put in a private post for you. And it's on the website, so you guys can go there and view all of this information. All right. So I appreciate everybody coming in for this Saturday coaching call. Unless we have other questions, Carrie, we are done for today. I wrapped it up in less than 50 minutes. So I did pretty good here.
Well, we'll be catching you on the next one.
All right. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so very much for joining me for this office hours. Make sure that you guys hit the thumbs up, like the video, and we'll see you guys in the very next session.